Hello everyone, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. So before we get started with today's build, because of course we're building another house today, I would like to say a massive thank you to Shop Titans for sponsoring today's video. Shop Titans is a simulation RPG game in which you can build your own shop placed in a fantasy kingdom. In your shop you can sell gear, weapons, potions, and more crafted by yourself to heroes such as warriors, wizards, dwarves, and even ninjas to help them with their adventures and with their battles against the most powerful bosses. You can also send your own heroes to battle bosses and conquer mysterious dungeons to win rare in-game loot. With the money that you earn in sales, you'll be able to expand and customize your shop and eventually turn it into a crafting empire. Essentially, you can become a fantasy business mogul, which is pretty cool. And of course, you're also able to team up with family and friends by creating a guild, so you can help each other build your own prosperous town. Oh, and also you can have your own unicorn pet. How cute is that? Shop Titans is one of the top fantasy RPG games to play in 2021, so definitely go check it out. You can download it by using my link in the description box or the one in the pinned comment. You can get it for both iOS and Android phones, and it's also available on Steam for PC players. Plus, crossplay is also available so everyone can play together regardless of which platform you're playing on. And as a bonus, it's currently Shop Titans' 2-year anniversary, which means that from the 19th of June until the 24th of June, there'll be special daily login rewards consisting of premium in-game currency, blueprint unlocking items, and also blueprint upgrading items. So definitely go check out Shop Titans by clicking on the link at the top of the description box or the one in the pinned comment. And thank you again so much to Shop Titans for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get building, shall we? So today we are building a base game house. I promised you guys a base game house this week. I did say it was going to be a bigger one, but I've actually decided to move that a little bit, just so you guys know. I did get a question about it yesterday, but it'll be coming up at some point. The video's done and everything. It's uploaded to the channel, just not today. So I've also been considering, because I did a one-story base game house, like, when was it? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? I don't remember. Time flies by. Anyway, I feel like I say that every single voiceover by now, but it really does. So anyway, but I've been considering, after getting that comment, if I should do another one of those. So if you want to see another one-story base game house, definitely let me know. We have some time to unalive before the next expansion pack is released, and like a lot of time, because they really released the trailer far, like it's 1.5 months, like that's a lot of time, you know? So we gotta figure out what to do, like what kind of builds we want to do. No cottages, but like what else can we do here on the channel before I get access to the pack. So yeah, I figured some base game houses would probably do good, and because I know that a lot of people out there don't have every single pack, and for me it's either do base game or it's literally just do whatever. Because I don't like pack exclusive builds. If I have to do one, I'll literally just stick to base game, and then you can kind of just, you know, like take out items that you'd rather, if you want like to use a table from Get Together instead of the dining table that I've used, which you should love, by the way, because Sam created the dining table that I'm using, so I'm just saying, Sam, hey Harry. But anyway, if you do have a table from a different pack that you'd rather use, you know, you can just swap it out with that table instead. So you can kind of, I forgot there's a word for it, but I don't remember it right now. Basically just swap out the items with the like the base game items that I've decided to go with some of the items from the packs that you have yourself. So I feel like that's a better way for me to do it, instead of having to go through like several different pack combinations, and especially when doing pack exclusive pack exclusive builds are not really my favorite ones to do. So I still want to support those of you who don't have every single pack out there. So this is my way of doing that. So yeah, but there's a bigger base game build coming up at some point on the channel. So for those of you who are looking forward to that, sorry that I had to move it, but sometimes you just gotta change up your plans a little bit. So I hope you guys are okay with it though. Anyway, this one is for 2 parents, 2 kids, a toddler. Is there also a teens room? I don't think so, but I don't really remember. I think there's 3, hold on. Yeah, 3 bedrooms on the 2nd floor. So 2 parents, 2 kids, they share a bedroom, and then there's another bedroom for the tiny human. It is built on a 30 by 20 in Willow Creek, and I have no idea how much it costs, but you can see that in the description box down below because I always leave build details, build information and all that stuff in the description box, along with the cheats that I use and also links to the red shelf, even though I've been told that doesn't work, but I don't know how to fix that. Literally have no idea. So I can't upload it myself because I didn't create the red shelf. It was made by someone called Picture Amobe. Amobe? Is that how you say that? Anyway, so yeah, I can't really do much about that if it's not working. I am so sorry, but there's literally nothing I can do. However, I hope that the link works for those of you who want to download it. Of course, it does work as CC, so if you play it on console, you cannot download it. That's just how it works right now. But maybe at some point the Sims team will change that if it's possible. I'm not really sure. So anyway, if you can hear anything windy in the background or anything like a little machine working, it's basically just because my fan is on. We don't have air condition here, at least it's not very common. Apparently you can actually have air condition in Scandinavia, which is weird because I was talking at some point, I was talking to I'm saying this because I mentioned it in another video that you couldn't. But as it turns out, the person who told me that we could not have air condition in Denmark was lying to me, which I am gonna, yeah, I'll deal with that. But anyway, I have never been in a house in Denmark that had air condition. I have never been in an apartment building that had air condition. I've been in a couple of hotels that had air condition, but I feel like that's very common for hotels, and also some stores have them, some cafes obviously. You know, like public buildings basically, but homes don't really tend to have air condition. So we have not what I would call a heat wave going on right now because it's literally just today it's more than 25 degrees and that's not temperatures that we're used to per se here in Denmark, so it's just very hot. My office right now is about 27 degrees, so I took the liberty and turned on my fan, so if you can hear it in the background, I'm sorry, but I just need to cool down a little bit, okay? I'm Scandinavian. I'm Viking blood and all that. I'm not used to heat. I think we had a whole discussion about this last year. I almost say yesterday. We definitely did not have that discussion yesterday, but last year, because there was both a heat wave during June, but then again in August, and it was awful. And at some point, it was like 32 degrees in my office and it was melting. You know, when you just sit down, there's no breeze or anything. The fan as well was just like blowing hot air back in my face. It was not working or helping at all. So it was really bothering me and I had to talk about it in a voiceover, and I got so many comments from people being like, well, 32 degrees is not that bad. And I'm like, yeah, for Scandinavians, it kind of is. It's different depending on where you're from. Like, climatization is real. Your body kind of adjusts to the temperatures in a way. So for us, we're not used to these kinds of temperatures or those kinds of temperatures. You can kind of deal with like 25 to 27 degrees, but as soon as it's 30 and above, it's very, very warm for us. And I just remember whenever it gets warm and I turn on my fan, I remember those days with those discussions in the comments last year, because there was a lot of it, like two heat waves. It was a lot. I'm really hoping for no heat waves this year, but I can deal with like 23 to 25 degrees. That's fine outside. I would prefer like 23 to 24 inside, basically, like max. But so far, it's probably gonna get a little bit colder from now on, so that's good. But yeah, I'm really hoping for no heat waves. I don't want any heat waves. I also went out to eat with my mom today just to finish on the whole like outside, it's warm and stuff. People are wearing, because there's the European Championship in football, right? Soccer, whatever you want to call it, right now. And I live in a football nation. Football is very big here. And you literally like, some of the workers at the supermarket are allowed to wear their team shirts today, so they're walking around in their Denmark shirts, and it's like it's Denmark's birthday, even though it's still just a football match, but it's just this feeling of togetherness, and I feel like it's a little bit different this year because of everything going on last year, and that's still going on today, or this year too. But there's just a nice, like, I don't know how to, a sense of unity right now or something, and it's just cool to see. It makes me happy. I'm not like patriotic in any way, I don't feel like I am, at least, and I don't like the whole like waving your flags and having them up at home and stuff. That's not really for me personally. But today, on a day like today, when there's a football match and we're a small country and it's just nice to see everyone get together and cheer for the team, basically. So I don't know, that made me really happy. I know lots of random talk for a build voiceover, but sometimes I just have a lot of thoughts. Apparently, I don't really know. Let me know what you guys are watching right now on TV or just on Netflix or whatever else, like whatever streaming service you use. Let me know. If you've watched any good movies lately. I can't speak. If you watched any good movies lately, let me know. There we go. And if you're reading any good books as well, please let me know. I need more recommendations. I literally, one day, I asked on an apartment build, and on the last like large family apartment I asked you guys if you had any suggestions, any recommendations for good fantasy book series, and I sat down one day and literally just went through all the comments to write down what you guys had said. So still though, I'm still taking recommendations. I posted on Twitter yesterday, I think. I have this like dream of turning my office into not necessarily a home library, but like a mix of an office and a library. I want bookcases and stuff, so if I ever get around to doing that, I'll probably film it for the lifestyle channel, but yeah. Anyway, let me know if you got any book recommendations. I would love to know. I'm currently reading Six of Crows myself, which I am loving so far. The dialogue is amazing, but it's amazing. Anyway, so yeah, I can highly recommend that. I'm only like halfway through the book or something like that, so no idea what's gonna happen for the rest of the book, the story, whatever. But yeah, I can highly recommend what I've read so far, at least. It's really fun. So anyway, we are working on the bedrooms. I think we're almost done, actually. We're working on the kids' bedroom right now, and then we only have the toddler's bedroom, and then moving on to the backyard. The backyard was over with so quickly. It just kind of came together in some weird way, but I also feel like it's because I don't really have a lot of, like, whenever I build base game houses, they're done a lot quicker, and it's obviously because we have less decor, less clutter pieces, there are fewer items to choose between, so I'm really indecisive, in case you hadn't noticed. Normally when I build, I will often cut out like choosing color schemes for the exterior, or if I ended up placing down like 5 different chairs at some point, I'll cut some of that out. It's been worse than that, like worse than 5 different chairs. I cannot make decisions, like it just no. But when you're building base game houses, there's obviously not a whole lot of different items to choose from. I was having, when was it? Was it the kitchen, or I don't remember. There was one room where I was I don't like this, so I had to swap out the items a couple of times. I will say, like, I wish we had more couches that were base game, because the other ones, I really don't like them. I only like the ones that I'm using today, actually, and the downside to those couches is that the small couch, the love seat, the 2-seater, and the 3-seater don't always match in the colors. It's so weird. So I know it might be like a lighting problem or something, not really sure, to be honest, but I just wish we had more couches, because when that's the only couch you actually like and some of the colors don't go together because for some reason the shading is just completely off, that's kind of unfortunate. So I don't mind the more industrial looking couches either, you know, the ones with the steel, whatever it is, on the sides of the couch as well. I don't mind those either, but the rest I'm not the biggest fan of. So whenever I do base game builds these days, I kind of tend to go for the same items because they're just the ones that I like the most. And I'm sorry about that, but it's just, I have to like what I'm building, otherwise it's just not fun for me, so. And that's why I tend to do more not traditional suburban houses when I do base game builds, because you can kind of just choose the interior yourself a little bit. It doesn't have to be industrial or traditional. You can go for a little bit more of a sleeker, kind of modern-ish vibe, although not modern at all. I don't really know what you would call that vibe. The couch, IKEA looking, maybe something like that. So yeah, I often end up going for the same items, but I hope you guys will like the houses anyway, and you can always change up the items if you would rather it be a traditional house. You're free to change the items to the more traditional looking items, of course. And if it doesn't fit with your household as well, you're completely welcome to redecorate the bedrooms as well. Always welcome to redecorate my houses or like change the color scheme of the exterior as well. I'm completely fine with that. There are so many of you that I know for a fact that I cannot build something that's perfect for every single one of you guys. So you're always welcome to just customize the houses. Like if you wanna live in them in The Sims, not in real life, but in The Sims, you're completely welcome to just customize the houses so it fits with your needs and your taste and your Sims taste and so on and so on. And yeah, I think we're almost done with the backyard now. As you can see, we don't have a lot of grassy areas here, but that's just kind of the vibe that I've been going for backyards a lot lately. Just not a whole lot of grass, apparently. I just like to cover everything not off. What was that? I don't know. Anyway, so let's just ignore that happened. I just like to cover everything up a little bit, apparently, but I feel like in real life, backyards are very grassy naturally, but then at least if you're not like super into landscaping, if you are, I'm sure you got a lot going on, but if you're not super into landscaping, it might look a little bit grassy. However, for The Sims, that just makes it look like it's unfinished. So a realistic backyard to me would not look good in The Sims, basically. So I just overdo it a little bit, but I hope you guys will like it anyway. So we are at the end of the video now, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover. If you guys like this build, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, the tray files will be on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description box down below. If you like Roblox videos, definitely check out my Roblox channel. And if you like lifestyle videos, definitely check out my lifestyle channel. Both will also be linked to in the description box down below. Thank you again so much to Shop Titans for sponsoring today's video. Definitely go check out the game by clicking on the link in the description box or the one in the pinned comment. It is a cute game. Highly recommend that you go check it out. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
We were so young, maybe 20-something. We were living in a fantasy. I knew right from the start, you were the other half of my heart. Ooh, half of my heart. Oh, I could spend every single day staring into your beautiful blue. Every single day, every single hour. We're growing older together now, but I still feel young when I'm with you. We were so young, maybe 20-something. We were living in a fantasy. I knew right from the start, you were the other half of my heart.